Children, welcome back to e-learning classes of PNMRC High School. Hope you all are safe. So children, let's continue our chapter number 6, Expert Detectives. Children, in the last video, you all saw that Maya and Nishad are siblings and they have a doubt on Mr. Nath, their neighbor, that he is a crook. What happens in part 2? Started writing something about Mr. Nath in a large block letters. You can see children, it is written Catching a Crook, Expert Detectives, Nishad and Maya Pandit, by appointment to the whole world. Then I began writing. About half an hour later, I turned towards Seven, who was lying on his tummy, chin cupped in his palms, reading comics. Want to hear what I have written? I asked. Here Maya is writing something about Mr. Nath and she wanted to listen what she has written. He looked up questioningly. I have listed all the facts we know about Mr. Nath, which might help us to trap him, I said. Want to hear? Seven nodded. Fact number 1. I read. His name is Mr. Nath. We must discover his first name. So children, here she said that she knows Mr. Nath's name, but what is the first name she doesn't know. So they should discover it. Do you think that's his real name, Maya? Nishad asked. Now here also they have a doubt that Mr. Nath is not his real name. Probably not, I said. Most crooks have an alias. I added a big question mark after Nath. Alias means an alternate name. Fact number 2, I read on. The tenant at Shankar House say he is mad, strange and unfriendly. Number 3, he doesn't talk to anyone and is mannerless. So children, they think that he is mannerless, he is strange to others and unfriendly. According to them, his behavior is not like an ordinary person. But he did talk to us, Maya, and Mama says he is very polite, Nishad interrupted. He only talked to us because he had to, I said, and since he was under Mama's medical treatment and had to be polite. Fact number 4, he doesn't receive any letters, Seven nodded. Number 5, he has been living in room 10 of Shankar House for more than a year, I continued. Number 6, he doesn't work and sits in his room all day. Number 7, the kids in Shankar House and even some of the grown-ups are scared of him. Number 8, he has no visitors except for spectacled fair fat man who visits him on Sundays for lunch. Number 9, food and tea are taken to his room by Ramesh from the restaurant downstairs. Doesn't care what he eats, pays his bill immediately and tips well. That ends my list. Have I forgotten anything, Seven? Now children, you can see that Maya has written every small point she knows about Mr. Nath. With his name, to what does he eat and how much he pays for the dinner and lunch he ate. He is asking Nishad that if she has forgotten everything, he must remind her. Nishad had obviously not been paying too much attention to my list of facts. All he could say was, poor man, Maya, he must be so lonely if he doesn't have any friends. How can a crook have friends, idiot? I almost shouted. At least he has one friend, the one who meets him on Sundays, said Nishad. Now Nishad is feeling very bad for him that he is so lonely and he has no friends. But Maya disagrees. She says that a crook doesn't have any friend. A brilliant thought occurred to me just then. That man must be Mr. Nath's accomplice. Accomplice means a helper in crime. I said, maybe he keeps all the loot and he comes now and then to give him part of it to his partner, Mr. Nath, for expenses. That's it. I am sure I am right. Children, here Maya is really very suspicious and she is thinking that Mr. Nath's friend who is coming on Sundays is a companion and the helper in his crime and he is coming to give his part of loot so that Mr. Nath can use it, and now she thinks that she is right. If you insist on calling him a criminal, I don't think I want to discuss anything with you, Maya, said Nishad angrily. He can't be such a bad man if he gives Ramesh such generous tips. So here children, Nishad is not ready with Maya that Mr. Nath is such a bad person. He says that if he is paying such a good tip to Ramesh, then he must be a very good fellow. Ramesh probably knows something about his past, so Mr. Nath must be bribing him to keep quiet, I said. But Maya disagrees. She says that he is bribing Ramesh to keep quiet. Nishad glared at me with his arms tightly crossed across his chest. I was beginning to get fed up with him. How can we make an progress with our investigations if you take that attitude, Seven? I asked. So now children, both this Nishad and Maya doesn't come to the same point. Nishad disagree with Maya that Mr. Nath is a crook, but Maya insists him again and again. He said that they cannot make any progress in their investigation if Nishad looks like that. I'll cooperate only if you give up this idea about him being an escaped crook, said Seven. You really make me angry. Now, here, children, Maya is angry with Nishad because he said you must give up this idea of thinking him a crook. I almost hit him. I make you angry. Stupid oaf, I shouted. You make me mad. What is the point of all these inquiries if he's not a crook? Think he's a nobody? What's the idea of bothering about him? Please tell me. Nishad looked thoughtful. I would like to find out why he's so thin and why he's so lonely. I want to know why he doesn't have any friends and lives alone. Try to understand, Seven. I told him. If he's lived in Shankar's house for a year and hasn't made a single friend, there's something wrong. He's obviously scared of someone who recognizes him and give him up to the cops. Maya is trying to explain her brother that if we have no doubt on Mr. Nath, then there is no use of making so many inquiries about him. Tells her that he wants to know why he is so lonely and he has no friends. Maya says that if he is a crook and he must be afraid of somebody recognizing him and give him up to the cops. So that's why he's not making any friend. Maybe no one's tried to make friends with him, Nishad protested. Why should anyone bother? You have seen what a nasty bear he is, I said. I don't care, said Nishad stubbornly. I like him and I am going to try to be his friend. Friends with a crook? Ha! You're crazy, Seven, I said. The cops will take you to jail with him. Want that to happen, you idiot? Nishad merely glared at me and quietly walked out of the room. My theories seemed to have made no impression on him at all. So children, at the end of the story also we can see that both of them disagree with each other at their point of view on Mr. Nishad's being crook or a normal person. This was really very interesting story written by Sharda Dwivedi from the Broken Flute. Here we complete our chapter number 6. I'll send you the answers through the PDF. Till then, stay safe. Thank you and have a nice day.